Good blessed Wednesday, May the 18th, 2022. It's about 10:52 a.m. I greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. Doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. Doesn't matter whether you're the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. Doesn't even matter whether you the proclaimed toughest to the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. Doesn't matter if you my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemies. Doesn't matter if you black or brown like those geese there, or whether you white like those ducks there. I greet all of you all with the same universal greetings of peace and the blessing of God be with you. What I want to talk about today, y'all, is especially with the black community. We got to wake up and we got to pay attention to all the news with all the people that's doing wrong to black folks. You see, I done showed y'all this over 2 million NAACP members nationwide in this country. And out of them 2+ millions, only 4 NAACP members has been trying to help me get justice for the lynching, the death, the hanging of my then 45-year-old black son, Brian Lamont Johns, in Carbondale, Illinois, on Friday, March the 19th, 2021. In the 400 block of Oakland Street on the 3rd floor in the hallway, hanging from a rail that if he hung himself, the rail would have came loose from that drywall. I ain't gonna keep on talking about what would have happened or the way he was, but the point is, where is these millions of NAACP members? What we gonna need is, just like you see them geese right there. You know, this is a sign. The signs and symbols are for the conscious human beings it is. Them geese has another generation. You see them how they crossing over. I just fed them. I didn't just feed them because they dark. I fed those too, the white ones. They shared. They didn't fight. You see, a lot of people, when a white police kill somebody like they did with George Floyd, you have these people like these Black Lives Matter. You have them coming along, and do y'all know how much money that the Black Lives Matter received? Black Lives Matter received during that George Floyd issue. Black Lives Matter received about $90 million. 90 million. Now, they had black folks downtown last year, and I think the year before, had black folks downtown breaking into these stores. Some of them getting beat up, some of them injuring police, and the Black Lives Matter lady from Chicago told them, y'all ain't doing nothing wrong. Them people owe y'all. But why they doing all of that? These people here was living in the suburbs. They was taking money. They executive director, they consultant or a co-founder, the female, she done resigned. She was allowed to resign after giving her brother about $900,000 out of that money. Giving her baby daddy some hundreds of thousands of dollars. Taking $3.2 million buying homes with it, y'all. This is black folks doing this here. You see what I'm saying? When black folks do wrong and use other black folks, you're supposed to do the same thing you do when white folks do it. You see what I'm saying? If this woman was able to resign, she shouldn't just be able to resign. She should be locked up. She should be tried and convicted. They had a mansion that they used for recreation. why these blacks getting together on social internet, going downtown, breaking into these stores. You see, and all they holler Black Lives Matter. But I told y'all years ago, if Black Lives Matter to that organization, guess what? When these blacks is killing other hundreds and thousands of blacks a year nationwide, then they'll come out. 16 people was shot. 2 females killed down here. I believe it was August the 22nd, 2021. Do you know how many Black Lives Matter? Do you know how many organizations down here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, Mars did not one? But what I'm trying to show y'all, these black folks, while they telling you what the white folks is doing, we already know that, but behind closed doors, they stealing money. Look what Jesse Jackson Jr. and his wife did, and everybody want to sympathize with them. They was ripping off black folks. Look what some of them black aldermen that's being indicted, investigated for misusing the black community, not the white community. I don't give a damn if they did grow up in Cabrini Green. If they using the black folks, lock them up too. We need that new generation. Again, signs and symbols is for the conscious. You see them 3 in a row? Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, the Comforter. You see that one there laying there? That one there laying there because that one there is finna have those babies. We gotta remember every time I come out here, y'all take a look. You see that black vehicle over there? They went past. They got a right to be out here. You see those? You see those there in the water right now? But keep an eye on that black vehicle, y'all. Signs and symbols for the country. You see, when I speak up, I'm an active. I'm a real activist. I ain't like the violent interrupters. They want money up there in Chicago. They got 50 ninjas, they said. 50 of them. 50 ninjas riding the L's where the shootings is happening, but they have the shootings everywhere else. But you see what they do sometimes, some of these black individuals, and not all of them, they make us look bad. Same with preachers. 90% of these preachers, especially down here in Charleston, Missouri, and I ain't speaking to y'all that I ain't ever been to your church, and I ain't speaking to all of y'all that I done been to your church, but some of y'all know what I'm talking about. It's time for a new generation, y'all. Because if you keep on letting these black folks that's got these organizations, and then you have black folks down that got these organizations that continue to tell you Black Lives Matter, the NAACP, they going every place but into the black communities. Y'all keep on worshiping Michelle Obama and Barack Obama. They don't give a damn about what's going on in the black community. Obama, Michelle, and Barack Obama is writing books and making millions. They land here, they got interest in the Netflix. You see what I'm saying? Do you think Netflix give a damn about the black on black crime? Obama and Michelle show don't. They did when he was running for senator. You remember what Michelle said when Obama was beating Hillary Clinton for the Democratic ticket for the president? She said, for the first time in my adult lifetime, this country has some to the fact means something to me, or it stands for everybody now that Obama was getting in. But before that, she felt like some of the rest of us, this American flag didn't mean nothing. But she among them millionaires now, and I know some of y'all don't like to hear it, but all you got to do is pay attention. Wait till one of these Democrats get ready to run, and you will see Obama, Michelle, and Barack coming up. Support them. They supported y'all mayor in Chicago, Illinois. You see what I'm saying? And you see what he did to y'all there. Then he come from Washington with Obama to Chicago, and now Biden made him an ambassador, I think, of one of these other countries, I think China. But that's how they operate. It ain't a Democrat and a Republican thing. It ain't really a black and a white thing. It's a human being, you see what I'm saying, that stand for right. You see what I'm saying? I gave high honors to Princess Diana. You see what they did to her. I gave high honors to JFK Jr. You see what they did to him? Claim his plane crashed. Anybody that's trying to do good, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, you see they killed them, but they ain't killing the rest of these Muslims and these Christian leaders. You know why? Because they know what's going on. You see, in Carbondale, Illinois, you got a black grand sheik for the Moorish Americans temple. If you ain't him, don't let it bother you, but you know who I'm talking about. Big, dark, skinny guy. You see what I'm saying? He said, my son, you see what I'm saying, was a crackhead. You see what I'm saying? And he gave my son money, and they said my son took the money, you see what I'm saying, and bought some drugs. But if you were grand sheik, you see what I'm saying, and you knew my son was out there on drugs, you'd have tried to help him. But you did the same thing that your Muslim friend did. Him and his white wife took advantage of the people that was on drugs, took advantage of the people that had mental illness, took advantage of the people that was homeless. Black people, y'all did it to black people. Them white folks in Carbondale, Illinois ain't gonna let you go do it to them white folks. Just like down here in Charleston, Missouri. These leaders called me to come speak when the 16 people got killed down here, saying, oh, it done come close to home. But then on March the 28th, when they seen all these black and whites attacking me and my two daughters, they didn't come, but the community came. You see what I'm saying? The community told you there was a different there's a different group of leaders. You see what I'm saying? But they not in the newspaper, but they showed you Negroes that me and my daughters meant something to them. But they didn't mean nothing to the NAACP here in Charleston, Missouri. We didn't mean nothing to the NAACP in Carbondale, Illinois. We didn't mean nothing to the NAACP national chapter or none of these other 2 millions of them. Only one that meant something to is me and my two young daughters and the other NAACP member that's a graduate of SIU in Carbondale, Illinois, and some of the other people in the community. But my point is, y'all Google up about the Black Lives Matter scandal. Y'all Google up some of them black city councilmen and aldermen is being convicted for ripping y'all off in Cabrini Green and some of these other places. Look at it, y'all. Take a look and just look at some of my videos and see how many of these Negroes, black folks, NAACP, any of these groups down here in Charleston, Missouri, or any place else that stood up with me and my two daughters. But when you see them standing up, you will see them standing up because they getting money. You see, they hung out with Susanna Wesley Family Learning Center. They hung out with them. You see what I'm saying? They hung out with them. That's a good brother right there. I'm gonna let him know he coming. I know he probably coming and fishing. But I'm finna lay it out. You see that? You see how they 4 deep now? Cause one of them got babies. They gonna protect them. But I'm gonna leave y'all with this here. Y'all check up on and see what these black folks doing to you too. You see, these black folk down here in Charleston, Missouri. Let me tell you about some of them. And if the shoe fit, wear it. You see, they got this sheriff, a Republican white sheriff, family big time. You see, when in 2019, when he was running in the special election, I even voted for him. But let me tell you, he joined the NAACP, but then this last meeting that they had this month, guess what? He done left the NAACP because he don't give a damn about black folks. He don't give a damn about the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, just like these people down here in Charleston, Missouri don't care about it, or in Carbondale, Illinois, or the national chapter. You see what I'm saying? He left out there. He don't need them no more. You know why? Because they talking about his church, the white church that the sheriff go to and the chief of police go to, and most of all these high-ranking law enforcement officials and white folks in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County go to. They talking about the fact black folks are talking, some black folks are talking about it. I don't give a damn where they got the voting place at. You see what I'm saying? Because black folks down here that's in leadership, they ain't doing a damn thing for the black community. But they complaining now about they got the voting thing. They moved the voting thing from over here on our end on the black folks end of town, down to the white folks' church, the sheriff's and them church. You see what I'm saying? But yet last year in September, all you same blacks that's complaining about it, y'all were down there in the detention center with this sheriff when he talking about this shooting and these gangs and things. It's a cultural thing for the black folks. I'm going to leave y'all at that. Y'all don't like what I'm saying. Stop listening to my YouTube. Stop listening to me. But I advise y'all, don't, when you come talking about it attacking me, say what you want to say. You see what I'm saying? I've been down there 26 years. I ain't had to take now one of y'all life. I don't want to take your life. But if you come on my property and you done threatened me before, you're going to be history. I don't care who you is. I don't give a damn if you're a judge. I don't give a damn if you're a police. If you don't have no warrant, don't bring your ass on my property. Peace be still. One other thing I want to say, it's a shame. Y'all see that gear? That's military gear. That's my flag for the United States. I don't knock anybody that bow out, that put their hand over their heart and stand up for the American flag and the Pledge of Allegiance. The Pledge of Allegiance don't stand for me and my family. You see what I'm saying? Those that's woken, those that's awakened, they know it don't stand for them. You see what I'm saying? This is my flag here. Even in my own communities, not on my block, but with some of the black folks, I got to wear this army gear too, because they is down here destroying the community. These people that's getting these government grant money. You see what I'm saying? You see how them pants folded up, they saying amen. Y'all think about it. Watch what's going on in your community. When these people get to talking about Black Lives Matter, and then the only time they coming up and speaking up is when some white folks kill black folks, but they ain't saying nothing when black folks kill them, or they always complaining when white folks. See, that's why the police retire once they done killed one of us. They get a chance to retire like that woman from the Black Lives Matter. She was able to retire after she done stole all of them millions of dollars. They need to lock up black behind up. Peace be still.